Hello everybody, let's do a makeup look today. So we're going to put down a primer first. Today I'm going to use the Mercier foundation primer. Just going to work that in. Feeling nice and dewy right now. So we're going to try and keep this nice little sheen I got going through my face. We're going to go in with Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup and color 2 and 1 Desert Beige. And I like to pour this on the back of my hand just so that I get enough product. Then I can go in with my finger, take the foundation and just put it where you want it. I'm going to focus it mostly in the center of my face and work our way out from there. And that's typically what I do with anything because I don't want any harsh lines around my jaw. My real technique's beauty sponge, pardon the dirtiness of it. We're just going to start working this into the skin. Now we're going to go in with a concealer. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in light medium. I need to get another one that's a little bit lighter. This one's fine, it's just kind of really close to my skin tone and I want something a little bit lighter to brighten my face up. I'm just going to use this on the parts that I want to spot conceal. And then I blend it through like that. And you always want to start in the middle and work your way out. I like to kind of fan it out across the cheekbone so that it highlights that as well. And then when you put your powder on later, it'll help it out. We're also going to use that as an eyeshadow base. And get it as close to your eye as you can without stabbing yourself. We're going to go in with a setting powder. I'm going to use the e.l.f. High Definition powder. And I don't have very much left, so I'm going to put that on my beauty sponge. And really work it into my under eye area to make sure that it doesn't crease. This is also known as baking. AKA, this is only known as baking. Where you set something by setting a good amount of powder on it and letting it sit for a little while. Photofocus pressed powder. And so far I don't really like it that much, if I'm honest. It's kind of hard to pick up, but I'm kind of hoping that it'll work out. The other one that I really like is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. And now we're gonna go into our lid. Okay. Up close and personal. Right, we're going to go in with a shade to lock down that concealer that we put on our lid. Just going to go back in and blend it out so I don't have any creasy lines. Because I already see them. Should have set this ahead of time. We're going to use, I believe this is Beaches and Cream by MakeupGeek. If you ever get the chance, MakeupGeek has the absolute best fucking eyeshadows ever. They blend like a dream. They're made in America. They're amazing. The girl who runs it, I believe, is named Marlene. God. She's a goddess. But yeah, that's Beaches and Cream from my MannyMUA. And this is an Eco Tools fluffy dome brush. I'm not very sure. It's my oldest brush that I own and I love it. Let's do a matte brown halo. So I'm gonna grab this number 5 brush from Beige Cosmetics, and we're gonna go into the medium color called Sora in the MannyMUA palette, and MakeupGeek, of course. And we're going to add this on the outer corner. And then again on the inner. Just because we're starting to build up that halo. So a halo means color on the outside and the inside. It's got a light transition through there, and then in the middle is going to be the highlighted color. So it could be either skin tone, champagne, gold, whatever you want to do in the middle. We're just going to build this up. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. We're going to go just a shade darker, a very tiny shade darker, and that is Frappe from MakeupGeek. And that's a permanent color in their collection. Just trying to blend out those eye wrinkles, you know. Goddamn eye wrinkles. Now we're going to go in with a smaller brush just to add the darkest shade, which is going to be okay. So I did this eye already, and it's got a darker shade on the outside and the inside to create that halo effect. And I actually am going to use the color Punk from the Urban Decay X Gwen Stephani palette. And I'm going to use a small dome fluffy brush. We're going to go and pick up just a little bit of that color and go in and slowly start to buff it out. Yes, okay. Gonna go into the inside now like we did on this one. Bring that in a little bit more so it doesn't look like our eyes are slanting out. With halos, you gotta be a little bit careful with what you're doing. So just try to make them nice and even. And it just takes a little bit of time to get this down, by the way. Like, it's pretty simple once you actually get into it. And so I kind of just like the way this looks. I think we're gonna add a shimmery shade to the middle. We're going to use this fluffy crown brush. It's the C47 Crease Shadow by Crown. And I think I'm going to use Bathwater, Urban Decay, I'm sorry, with Gwen Stephani. And I'm going to spray this with Fix Plus, and then we'll try that out. I haven't really done that very much, so I'm down to try this. Alright, we got a little bit of that product. Oh, very nice. That's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. We have leftover Fix Plus on here. I kind of drenched it. A little bit on accident, a little bit on purpose. We're going to go in with that original brush that we used just to put the skin tone down. and buff out the edges of this halo, just so there's no harsh lines. Then we're going to go back in with that Dome Fluffy brush and that color Punk, and I'm going to deepen this again and just blend out any harsh lines that the Fix Plus and Bathwater made. I see you. I see what you're doing over here. I see ya. Yes, I like this. And I only tug on this side because it has like weird overlappy skin, so don't judge me. Alright, and I'm just going to slowly bring that a little bit above. We already did our concealer and stuff. I'm going to add a little bit to the lower lash line. Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX in the color Yogurt. And I'm going to cover my lower lash line in that. Most people would copy the halo on top, but I'm actually just going to add a nice bronzy color because I feel like it'll open up and warm my eyes up, even if the color isn't on top. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Lorac Pro Metal Palette, and we're going to use the color Amber. That's in it. Right there. And I'm just going to cover my lower lash line in that. Liner, but it might turn into a wing, who knows. Okay, so I like to rest my elbow on the table, keep my eye close to the pen obviously, and hold it like you would a pencil, and you get close to the lash line first, and I just stamp it following said lash line, just like that. So I look really funny right now, but I did liner on this side because it's easier for me, and I did my eyebrow on this side because this is my bad eyebrow. But I will show you how to do liner now. We're going to go in with our NYX Matte Liquid Liner. And like I was saying before my camera overheated, I like to stamp the lash line first. And this isn't a real, like, intense wing like I would usually do. We're going to go into my other eyebrow, my good one. We're going a little bold today, and we're going to go in with Anastasia Dip Brow in Chocolate. Yeah. And I'm going to use this little Milani brush. It's essentially the smaller little sister of the Anastasia brush, which I need to wash. I think it's the number 17. I'm not very sure, but it's a wonderful little baby. All right. So now we're going to go in, put some product on your brush, and we're going to start at the bottom. And then outline the top, follow it down, and drag it out. Go in right here and start filling it in. So for me, I like to stamp only because my pomade's getting a little dry, but other than that, yeah. So let's get this bad boy combed through. So that tail part is working. Alright, now we're gonna go into this front with the leftover stuff you got. And by stuff, I mean product. Start pulling it through. They're almost totally different. This one's a little funky. And that means that I'm gonna fix it with some concealer real quick, because it ain't right. I'm gonna put some just on this little angled brush that I got from H&M. I'm gonna go underneath. So I'm gonna blend that through with this same brush. Put some brow highlight on. I'm not going to do anything crazy with my cheeks because I feel like there's enough going on. So, oh, mascara, duh. Alright, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic in Carbon Black. Now we're just going to highlight the high parts of our face. Oh, and inner corner. So we're going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit in the colors Forever Young. We're going to highlight our brow bone. Gonna do our nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit right here. And we're gonna do our cheeks with the same color. And this is using the BH Cosmetics brush in 3. We're gonna put a little bit of the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder and crown of my Canopy, just to warm up our cheeks. The Mauve Lip Liner by NYX. And I personally like to overline on this side just because it's a little bit smaller than this side. And now that I've done that, I'm just going to put on a little bit of lipstick. L'Oreal Paris exclusive collection by JLo. It's like the best nude ever. Don't pay attention to how ugly it is. And that is it, guys. This is the final look. Got nice dewy highlighted skin and a cute little halo eye. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Rachel Amazing as well. And yeah, thank you for following me.